Alright guys, we're currently out here in southern Iowa right now on this major flash flooding threat that's currently ongoing. Got quite heavy rainfall. It's fallen probably up to 4 inches of rain here in southern Iowa over the last couple hours. We're gonna go out and we're gonna see what's going on here. Alright, so now we're going to check out this flash flooding. Jeez, that's quite early actually for school start. I go back down to college next week, but classes don't start until the next one. It's very much pouring here still, guys. It's been raining really heavy for 2-3 hours. Seal it right on the car. I wonder if my tire's low or something. Big branch underneath it. I was like, what is that sound? It sounded just like scraping something. It's just a big, huge branch underneath it. I couldn't tell what it was, but it's just a big branch. That's weird. If you guys can hear that. It's just a huge branch underneath my car. I was so confused by it, too. I was like actually concerned. I was like, what's that sound? It sounds like something scraping. Just find a better spot to pull it off of it. But yeah, we're covering this flash flooding threat in Centerville right now. Had at least 3-4 inches of rain over the last couple hours, and it doesn't look like it's stopping for a little while here. I'm trying to find where the most major looking flooding is here today. I'm surprised it didn't fall off in the water. It's really loud. It's quite a sound too. I got it. Actually came out. Let's see, where was this heaviest? The heaviest rain was just northwest of town, it seemed like. Looks like it's going to slow down for a couple minutes and then it's going to speed back up here. The rain. So. Yeah, welcome in here. East of town out by Sharon Bluffs. Yeah, man. I bet it's rough out that way. I bet it's rough everywhere outside of town. That's what I'm going to do for now. I think I'm just going to roll. So, not sure where to go first. I might just go west of town because it looks like that's where the heaviest rain fell. And it is falling still, actually. The heaviest is still out that way. Yeah, you can even just see in town. Look at that. There's huge puddles. It's quite crazy. Those are some big flooding puddles. Oh my, look at that. Look at that. That's not that crazy, but it's still quite a bit of water. Oh my. It's a very large amount of water. Alright, let's go find. I can guarantee you northwest of town where that heavier rain is falling and fell is where you're going to find your craziest stuff right now. I bet there's some really bad flooding going on out that way. Here bright and early on the flooding, guys, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I think we're gonna head out west of town and then we're gonna see what happens. It looked like the main stuff was out that way. Also looks like the rain's kind of stopping over here, but to the west it's still back building on itself, so it's gonna kind of be doing it for longer. It also seems like the rain's moving this way. Now the craziest part of this whole thing is if you lived 5-10 miles south of Centerville, you're not going to basically get any rain. Well, now you are, but you didn't really get any rain earlier, which is crazy. I mean, it basically was there's going to be a very sharp line of rainfall. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Anyways, it was a very sharp cutoff of the rainfall totals, which is crazy. Like a very, very sharp total cutoff. You guys will have to see that. When I should post some maps later about the rainfall totals, you'll see the super sharp cutoff. And you guys can see where the heavy rain starts again out that way. There's kind of another cutoff, but that's about where it's going to be. It already was the heaviest this direction, but the fact that we're continuing to get more heavy rain out that way instead of here is really bad for like Mystic areas, Promise City, Plano. Those kind of areas are really, right now, are my issue, the main issue here. Because that rain's just been heavier out that way and it's continuing to set there for a while now, so I'm just a little bit more concerned about that direction right now. Centerville's gotten quite a bit, but just not as much as out there, and that area can flood really for the most part, but we'll see. We're going to head that direction right now. Data might be a little iffy for a little while, but we'll be back if anything cuts. But yeah, this direction is not probably, there's definitely going to be some flooding this way. I'm almost certain of it, especially because it's still pouring out this direction, and it's where there was more rain earlier too, so we're going to find some flooding, that's for sure. I mean, heck, even through town you could already see some flooding. That was just in town, so I can't even imagine these places by creeks and rivers and all that kind of stuff, what they're looking to be there pretty soon. You can even just see some ditches are flooding already too, so we've got tons of rain. Like I mentioned, rain, probably more like 4.5 to 5 at this point, just because of how much Moor's fallen, and it's just been continual too. I've been up for a little while. I've been thinking about coming out, but I was like, it was too dark. Now it's finally getting bright enough so we can take some videos of this flooding and stuff. But yeah, anyways, we're just going to be west of Centerville here pretty soon, and then we're going to Mystic is kind of the plan right now. We're just going to see what it looks like. But south of town, there's almost no rain, and all day it's actually been like that. There's been very little rain that direction, which is kind of crazy. Just the stark cutoff that we're going to have between rainfall totals between here and there is actually insane. Now, Mystic and Plano areas have had a lot more rain, actually, than Centerville did. Probably another 1.5 inches more rain than they did. So that's why we're going that direction, because it's raining heavier there, and there's been more rain there. So we're kind of looking for the worst right now. See what happens. Definitely want to be careful if you live on any gravel roads and low-lying areas right now. Because, I mean, these ditches are just full of water, so I can only imagine that areas with by rivers and creeks are very, very, very full. And I know that Lake Rapson was getting pounded with rain. So anywhere downstream of Lake Grafton is probably not in good shape right now. So I would definitely advise trying to stay off of those low-lying roads in other areas. And if you see water, do not drive through it, even if it looks shallow, especially on low-lying gravel roads. If you see water, you can't drive through it because you just never know. Because if that water is just a little higher than you think, you never know, you could get swept away in it. Even what looks like shallow water could be heavier than you think, and water is very strong thing. But we're currently headed right out to Mystic right now. Heavier rain out this way, and we've had a lot heavier rain over the last couple hours as well. So definitely the area of highest concern is this northwestern portion of Athens County. I'd even say up by Lake Grafton, that area, that whole area right around here is the most concerning. Oh my gosh, look at that water. You see that? Pouring over that person's sidewalk. Oh my. That is deep, guys. Look at that water runoff from that field over there. That is insane. It's a lot of water. Their whole driveway is just getting washed out. Turn it over that way. Look at that. You can see the water rushing down the ditch over there, but man, their whole driveway was like washed out with water, like a pond almost looking thing. Right. Yeah, it's getting way worse out this way than town. Man, look at those water flooding. Everybody's yard out here just looks like a pond right now. Pouring still. Wow. It rains so much heavier out here. That's not good. Especially this area has already been counted with rain. And it looks like this rain is not stopping anytime soon. There's so much rain out west that's just going to make its way this direction. If that can continue at its current strength, we're going to have 3-4 more hours of this heavy rain, which is really, really bad. That's like a very bad thing. I'm really concerned with what this is coming. If that can continue to come this direction, it's going to be pretty rough. Especially with how much rain we've already had. We'll have to see if that can continue as well, but we'll see. I've got a feeling it'll die out at some point. I mean, heck, Models had none of this. Models had nothing forming, and it just happened to form right along that one front. Getting closer to Mystic. This is where the heaviest rainfall has been all day. And we're finally here, and it's still pouring. I mean, this is some heavy rain. Likely up to an inch and a half of rain per hour almost, but this is kind of the amount right now that's falling. Very significant rainfall, and we've had this for multiple hours. There's a train going by right now. That's funny. But yeah, anyways, here we're really we're gonna see what's going on. Got a train. It's kind of crazy. Really odd. the radar really quick and see what that western stuff's doing. It doesn't look like it's affecting east too much, so that we're kind of in a good spot with that at least. We'll have to see what happens. Set here and kind of wait. Oh, there's the train in right there. Yeah. Alright guys, we're going to head to this area where I'm thinking we're going to have the most flooding right now. know that road is like absolutely flooding out. I usually see a lot of flooding out here too, so we'll see what happens this direction. Oh yeah, look out to the right here, guys. Look at me. Oh my. Look at that. Just washed out. Crazy amount of flooding going on right there. Right here. Find that spot. Currently in Mystic, Iowa right now. This is where the main flooding area is right now. And I can see there's some pretty decent flooding happening over there. I'm going to take some video of it actually, I think. the rainfall out there, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just looks like a waterfall over there. It's actually kind of insane. Very heavy rainfall for the last couple hours will do that, though. Man, that looks like a waterfall over there, guys. This whole thing's like washed out, too. That's pretty rough out there. That's crazy looking. Look at that water down there, guys. A lot of water running off. Oof. Nice lightning. Man, that's a ton of runoff. It's just, wow, look at that. Runoff over there too. Man, I bet this creek down here is full. Past here. Yeah. I mean, that's almost up to the bridge here, guys. That creek is very close to the bridge. Like, we're very close to the height that it should not be at. And it's overflowing over here even. There's no way I can get over to that bridge and take a video of that. I can't probably get over there. Lots of rough areas, especially right around these low-lying areas. I bet some houses are getting flooded even at this point. I mean, incredible amount of rainfall right now. Definitely not good for those low-lying areas around the rivers and creeks, especially on gravel roads and stuff. And that's washing out like crazy over there. Thing is, where you get all that stuff kind of goes together when you get to those certain points, and that's how it happens. Yikes. Yeah, that field over there is just completely flooded over. It's crazy. There's someone's pond. Oh my, big lightning bolt. There's someone's pond, you can just see it. It's like 4, 5, 6 inches heavier than it should be, or heavier, sorry. Deeper than it should be right now, because they have like a dock and it's almost overflowed. It's crazy. This is definitely the hardest hit area though, right here where we're at right now. It's gotten the most rain over the last couple hours, and you just tell around here how much rain has fallen. I mean, we've had at least 4 to 5 inches of rain over the last 2-3 hours. It's a lot of rain over a short period of time. Definitely will do this to an area. I need to find some more creek areas. Just gonna stop here for a minute. I'm gonna behind me, so I'm just gonna look. Try to get some creeks. Walnut Creek and the Sheraton River are the two main ones I'm thinking of. I probably have some decent flooding. Look at that. Look at that. It's running over the road. You can see how much is like pooling on the one side. That's crazy. Man, it's a lot of water here. Those creeks are high too. Every one I've driven past has been super high. I might go down this gravel road, which I almost guarantee you guys it's probably cut. Probably not. There's a chance it's flooded over, but I just want to see what it looks like at this next river crossing down here to the right. We're just south of Lake Rathbun right now, in southern Iowa. I'm looking at Walnut Creek and the Sheraton River. That's kind of the couple we're mainly eyeballing right now. I just would, if I see any water, I probably would just turn around. I'll probably take it, and then if I'll probably take it, and then if we see any water, we're going to turn around on that thing, because I bet that one gets rough, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those flooded areas. So, from right there. Yeah, we're going to. Looks too rough. We're going to very quickly turn around, but other than the first little bit. Alright, we're about to the river crossing. I almost guarantee you guys it's going to be flooded over, so that's why rather get back on the pavement and then take it from there. I think if we get on the pavement, we'll have a better shot of seeing some stuff. Look at some different areas of Walnut Creek. We're going to go to the Sheraton River crossings here soon too. Try to take it nice and slow on these gravels. I'm just trying to find, I just know a lot of these really good river crossings have some good views, and these are the best spots for me to stop, so it's not as big of a deal. So I'm just trying to find the most clear spots and stuff. Get back out of here. This is starting to run out. This road is, so I need to just get off this road before it runs off. This road's starting to kind of this road, so yeah, this is not good. This direction here. Sorry, I haven't been looking at Stream Chat. Let me check it out here. Trying to find the lowest and stuff. River crossings. Kind of bit ago. It was rough. Walnut Creek's pretty rough. Hey, welcome. Thanks for becoming a new member. I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate that too. Piano channel. Also, yeah, thanks for becoming a member. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. We're just out here chasing this flooding in southern Iowa right now. It's not looking. There's some pretty rough flooding around this area. It seems like. But we're gonna try to find some of these river crossings that go through these areas just to make sure we can see them pretty well. Let's see. What's this look like? I don't think I can take that road right now. I bet if I took that road, I would not make it back. Actually, I could get down there low. I think I can get down there just enough to the river, to the Sheraton River. I'm gonna take a little chance at it, but we'll see. I mean, I'm like 90% sure, 99% sure I can get to the river. So that's all I need to be able to do. I'm just trying to get to the river to see. Oh my. A lot of water out that way. Yeah, but thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Let's see what it looks like. We're gonna see what the road looks like. But yeah, there's like a bend. So this creek would be crazy because sorry, this is where the river's at. There's like a bend in the river. There's like 3 bends in the river that could all, like, I don't even know. This way looks crazy. There's a chance that this place has a lot of flooding. We're gonna check out what this road feels like and looks like, and then we'll see if we're gonna continue on or not. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll go a little bit down here and just see what it looks like. Because I know this river crossing is gonna be flooded, or a very good chance of it flooding. I can take it pretty slow because it's clear enough on this road that I can get down it. But we'll see what it looks like as we get further down here. I'm just gonna go slow. I mean, no need for me to go fast when we're flooding, and then there's flooding and stuff. The road's a little too washed out to go down. I think I can get across this part. I'm not really liking what we're rolling with, so. Actually, is this a river crossing right here? Yeah, this is where the river crossing's at. Oh yeah. It's not flooded out, but we're gonna see what it looks like. I bet this thing is gushing right now. Road closes through traffic that way. The fact that it's connected to grassland. Oh yeah, now down there is right there, guys. We're like right by the water. I don't know how the data. No, the data's actually holding together this way. But yikes, we're gonna have to I'll take a peek over that hill, and then I'll take a look at the stream chat real quick. But man, guys, the river is very high over here. This could very easily flood. Where we're at right now, I can just tell it very easily floods. Yeah, look how close that river is to us. I mean, that's like 3 foot from us, maybe. I mean, if this was any more rain, we could easily be in some. This road, if you think about it. I mean, like I said, if it a little bit of ways from your tire, but not far. Try to find some more spots here. Check what radar's doing. It's high. It's absolutely insane here. That's just south of where we're at right now. And actually, we probably got more up here, which is crazy. That's an incredible amount of water in just 3 hours or so. CG bolt struck right behind that tree. We're gonna hear it here soon. We're gonna head back south here, try to find some more river crossings and just see what's going on here. A lot of these areas, they have bridges that are actually pretty decent, so that's the good part about most of these river crossings, that we're not gonna have as much flooding as some of these areas could have. Now, this Grafton one's gonna look crazy, but I don't think it's gonna be flooded out. I mean, if this ever got flooded, I'd be amazed. Now, maybe not. This one, I maybe can see it, this north of Grafton one, but the other one, If that other one gets flooded, we're in major trouble. I've seen this one multiple times. It's pretty high. You know what? It's not that high. I mean, it's high, but it's nothing. Those ones I was at over by Mystic were insanely high. Like, I mean, this road down here is probably not that great. Towns that are almost on a hill, so you got half the town just over this street, Walnut Creek again. Rolling back east here right now. We're crossing through what we're looking for in low-lying areas. A lot of rain, for a short period of time does this stuff. Wow, look at all that water running down that hill. That's pretty much. Compounded on the issue of having major issues. Even with just a little bit of rain, we got 5 inches of rain, so we're gonna go down this road here, guys. Wait, is it dead end? It doesn't say dead end. Oh, you know what? The bridge is probably gone. That could be what they did. They might have actually taken the bridge out. That would make sense. I bet they did. Still go down here a little bit, though. I don't feel like going down here if the bridge is gone. Because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the river crossing at the bridge, but there probably isn't one anymore. 50-point turnaround here. Might actually be 50 now. Like risking the turn on the messy hill. Alright, there. Rolling back down to town. Back down to Centerville here. Lots of lightning. I don't know what that is in the road, but I didn't know when it hit it, so swerve just a touch. Alright. See what it looks like in town probably here. last year this flooded, so we'll see. This will be a good comparison to see what it is like last year's flooding. So who knows? We'll see. We'll be able to tell us if it's a little more, a little less. Like, what is it? How is it compared to last year's flooding event we had? Very comparable, I'd say. Very, very comparable. I think I'm gonna just park over here quick and take a video of that one too. There's a nice little walkway on this bridge. On that side of it, at least. Yeah, it's pretty comparable, I'd say, to that flooding the other year. Actually, turn off the car. I'll be right back, guys. We've basically got the same amount of rain as that other flooding years two ago. The only thing about that one was it was multiple rains throughout the day. This one's been one rain for the most part. So in that regard, it's kind of more impressive that we've only had one rain that's done this. Well, that one had two, even three. But we'll see what it looks like once we get up this way. Looks like for the most part the rain's kind of died out this direction. There's still a lot to the west, so I'm still just worried that we get a little more building east. But I think for the most part we're good. We'll have to watch that. We're gonna go this way, check out the other place, and I'm like, well, we'll see what it compares to that last flooding last year. Well, that's the last place we need to compare it to. After that, we should have an idea how close it is to last year's flooding. So I'm pretty sure this is pretty comparable to it. I actually would say there's a little more on the up by Mystic, definitely, but Centerville I think was hit harder by that last year's one. And also, I think it's just a longer duration. I don't know. I can't remember though. I think it was just. I can't remember if it was like a really quick short one or like a really long duration. But I think this one's just a longer duration flooding. That one was a really quick flooding. So it's kind of there's a difference. Quick floodings could look a little more dramatic, but also isn't nearly as bad in general. quite as bad as it did last year. So we've got a little, I'd say, in this northern portion over here, but over on interesting, probably to see this split. So out here, the rain is still falling. I said it was done, but it actually seems very done. I think for the most part it's going to start tapering off though. So now we're just going to see what Centerville has, what different areas we've got. I'm going to check some of the low-lying areas and the areas I know that flood. And we'll see what it looks like. And then we'll call it good. I want to come out here for a couple hours and see what was going on. Mystic was definitely hit the hardest, I'd say though. Yeah, you can eat in that Pizza Hut too. Tons of lightning. We're going to turn up here soon, and then we're going to just drive down a couple different roads and see what's going on. Happened to wake up. Some thunder woke me up earlier, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this looks like a flooding threat." And it just kept raining. Low-lying areas are pretty full, but I mean, I've seen them more full, but I bet it was a lot. So it's had some time to kind of recede itself. Same thing with the other area that I was looking at. All these areas definitely have had some time to recede. So. Yeah, I think we're going to end the stream here pretty soon, because I think for the most part, I think the flooding threat's kind of left most of these areas. I mean, all for now. But yeah, anyways, other than that, I think we're going to call it good here. I will be posting, you guys know about that. But, thank you. all for tuning in here. We had just this short little stream here in southern Iowa on the flooding risk, but other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.